What up, though? It's your boy Rio, and you tuned into my 8th episode on Mindfulness with Mario. Before we get going, I just want to give a small disclaimer to my fan base. I apologize for the wait, man. It's been a good little months before I hop back on my show. But long story short, back in March, I started a new job and got really tired of rigorous training program, and I just had to take a step back. But with further ado, I got my boys in the building, Mike and Drew, and we about to get it going. How y'all boys doing today?
Good,
Chilling,
man.
chilling.
Feeling good.
Good.
Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all boys popping in on me. Hey, today is going to be talking about their business, Mike and Drew. We going to talk about sports betting and just everything that they've been doing in the community, man. I really appreciate the hard work y'all boys been putting in, and that we going to talk about it.
For sure, man.
Let's get it.
For sure. So before we talk into all the specifics, man, I see y'all boys been linking up with Royce 5'9" and all that good stuff. Talk to me about that.
Really was kind of like, not to say like we a part of his, like, not his management team, but we kind of working with Oba Rolling on like doing interviews and stuff as far as part of like our own media company. So he kind of got us, you know what I'm saying, like helping out with interviews and recording interviews and everything. And Royce was just a part of one of the people that, you know what I'm saying, he wanted to interview. So, you know, we kind of chopped it up with Royce and, you know what I'm saying, learned some game from him at the same time. And, you know what I'm saying, and still got some work done, too,
Okay.
for real.
Okay. Did y'all take away any key learnings out there, boy? Any networks? Like,
One of the biggest things I took away was just stay like promoting your own self, like promoting your brand. Like whenever you putting out content, put it out on your platform, make people come to you. That's something that he's expressed for sure, doing like people doing interviews and stuff like that. So that's one thing I definitely took away. Like just stay home, and the money gonna come to you regardless.
All right, yeah, for sure. And keeping it in the city, you know what I'm saying, showing love to your city. Most importantly, first, don't try to just go out and try to do stuff with other people without, well, you can, you know what I'm saying, to expand your brand, but you know what I'm saying, make sure that you show, you know what I'm saying, love to the hometown, too.
okay. And how did y'all get connected with Oba and Royce? What was that process like?
Well, with Sean, he did an interview with Oba before, so he reached out to Oba. He wanted to do an interview with him, and Oba kind of reached back, was like, hey, man, I like what y'all doing. I like how y'all team move as far as, you know what I'm saying, recording and all that stuff. So then it just started from there, and, you know what I'm saying, we did a couple interviews with him so far, so we going to just see where it go from there.
That's what's up. What's like the format of y'all team? Like one person do like video, one person is networking. Like what's the structure like?
Well, it's like a couple people do video. Then we got Sean. He really the speaking person. You know what I'm saying? When it come to like
Activist head.
right. If it come to like interviewing somebody or talking to somebody, you know, he quick to do that. Then most so I'll be networking, or if it's another camera, I'll record as well. Or one person can't make it, you know, we'll step in and do it. But anything can get required while you out, you know. Like it might be somebody else that need to get talked to that can't get talked to while you out, and that person might need to step in right there. So anything that need to get done, you know, we do it.
That's what's up, man. Well, hey, appreciate that. So just give us a brief background on y'all personal background, you know what I'm saying, where y'all went to school at, kind of how y'all jumped into the game. We can start with you, Mike.
You know what I'm saying, West Side, West Side Detroit, you know, with the Cash, you know what I'm saying, we and you met at Cash with freshman year, for real, and it's a real funny story, for real. They used to always say I look like him at school, so before I even knew him, because they're a year ahead and stuff, so they used to always joke in the hallway like, hey, bro, you look like Drew. I'm like, bro, who is Drew? So everybody used to be running around school like, Drew, you like Drew, and then we had Miss Zach. The business
Shout out Ms. Zach.
class.
Shout out Ms. Zach
exactly.
for sure.
I rock with Ms. Zach for sure. So one day we was in there, and then she had mixed the 11th grade and the 12th grade class together, like on some business day stuff. So then we walk in, and they like, hey, that's the dude that like Drew. So everybody in there laughing and everything. So I'm like, so then we finally seen each other. We still ain't really know each other for real. And then at Western, the same thing happened again. It was like I had went to a party for real. I didn't know who party I was going to, and then this nigga ended up answering the door. So he like, bro, walk in, and so as soon as I walk in, you know, the whole cast in there, the whole cast come in, and they like, everybody just get to laughing, but it was all love for real. And then after then, we just, you know what I'm saying, locked in, and you know what I'm saying, made everything else happen for real.
And then when you was at school, like, what was your major focus in, like, anything sports related?
Nope, accounting. I mean, it was like business, but it's really accounting, like nothing sports at all. We kind of just got into that off of really just arguing at the crib with everybody, and we like
both had the same major. I had the same major too, accounting and business. So
okay,
marketing.
Got you. So describe a little bit more about you. You know what I'm saying?
Really, it's the same thing. I'm from the west side. Moved to the east side when I was like 16. Went to Cass. They used to say I look like you. The same thing. Then one time you was coming down Grand River. My cousin was calling your name, then calling my name to you though.
Right.
And I didn't even know it was you until we got to college and we talked about that story. Yeah. But I graduated from Cass in 2010. Went to Western, and like he said, we was arguing every day about sports. Then we just thought about monetizing it one day. Like we should start a Twitter. You know, so we can comment on the game that's going on or this and that and the third. Then we was like, we should start a podcast. Then it just took off from there. So now we doing all types of stuff, recording kids, doing football, basketball camps, all types of stuff. So
okay, yeah, let's talk about that a little bit further. Like, walk me through like the initial steps and like going in the right direction, and then when y'all start noticing, you know what I'm saying, the momentum. Like, describe all of that.
Well, in terms of like going in the right direction, what confirmed it for me was like moving here and not having like our foundation that we had built, not necessarily built in Kalamazoo, but that's where everything started. And then coming here without, you know, like some of our team members weren't here. We didn't have a lot of the materials. You know, we kind of had to start from scratch a little bit when we got here because we wasn't at a college campus. You know what I'm saying? It's sports going on all around up there, but coming back, we just had to start from scratch, and that was really solid when we came back and we seen that it was still picking up like solid momentum. So that was really the confirming fact for me.
Started off kind of really recording in the living room up in our apartment on the table. Like we had bought like a little Yeti mic, had that boy sitting on the table in the living room, hooked up the laptop with GarageBand, and we kind of was just reading off like the papers, starting off for real. So then we just started learning like, you could just have casual convo. We ain't got to sit down and write everything down and stuff like that. So we did that. And like you said, once we moved back to the city, 2016?
Yep. About the summer, the end of summer 2016.
Yeah, then we started, like, I think we did something at Wayne State, like was able to use their radio station. And we started there. And after that, we just, like, started posting on the page. That's when the page got started. So we Drew was like, yeah, let's start posting highlights and stuff like of the game. So I'm like, all right. So we would put up throwbacks, highlights, everything like that. So we just start seeing the page going crazy. I'm like,
hey, your page, how much got like 60?
Like 60, yeah. So we was like, we seen it go up first at like, it was going up like 100 followers, 200 followers every day. So I'm like, we got to like 5,000, and then, you know, like with copyright and stuff, you end up getting like, you know what I'm saying, warnings and flags, so they end up deleting the whole page. So after that, I was like,
we was sick. We was sick. Yeah.
We had like 7,000, bro. It was like, bro, because everything we work, I'm like, bro, it's done. There's no way that it was just going organically. We wasn't paying for nothing. It was just popping like that. So I'm like, bro, there's no way that can happen again. So we probably took a couple days off. I think I probably text my uncle. We talked about it, and we like, bro, let's get it back started. Then after that, got back popping for real after that. But yeah, that's just something, you know what I'm saying, how we got started for real with that.
Okay, so I mean, that's a great comeback story, man, because a lot of people, they probably would have threw in the towel, you know what I'm saying? So like, what gave y'all the momentum to say, hey man, I think this really gonna work? Like, was it the conversation with your uncle, or, you know what I'm saying, what happened with that?
Really, for me, it was just that I was just like, man, I don't want to go to work. For real, I was like, I'm not trying to work, and then I seen what it was doing, and then we was still like meeting other people, and opportunities were still presenting itself. I'm like, yeah, I ain't trying to do nothing else. I ain't trying to really be an accountant. I don't want to do nothing else but this. So that's what kept me going for real.
Yeah, like anytime you do something and you knock off a goal or any type of checklist you got, if you knock off something like any level, that's what keep you going for real. Anytime you get like depressed or down and want to quit, you knock off a goal, you right back in the swing. So
yeah, even if it was something small, like anybody follow us, like Usher or
Chance the Rapper,
like something like
Usher
that.
Usher followed y'all?
Yeah,
for
he said
like
that's what I said. I just went and looked the other day for real. I was like, what the like Usher? How the fuck Usher find our shit? But it just be like certain shit like that. You would just randomly just be going through because we got so much activity going on that we just check for real and be like, oh damn. Then it'd be like that just be something else. Like I don't know what he high followers, but I guess we going in the right path. You know what I'm saying with that.
So what has been some of the key wins for Mike and Drew? Like I seen y'all linked with Jalen and Jacoby. That
was a
like
W.
So.
For sure. Going to the big three. Chauncey Billups, Gary Payton, Rashard Lewis, Quentin Richardson. That was a W.
How did y'all go about? Like, did y'all just randomly just reach out to them on some hope they respond back? Or?
It kind of started my mindset started with the media when I was like, man, I want to go to like the Pistons games and be one of the people. Like I was trying to figure out like how do you get, you know what I'm saying? Like for real though, I wanted to be like one of them, like interviewing somebody after the game, or I'm willing to do anything. A ball boy, I just wanted to do something. So I'm researching and everything. So I'm like, how do you get media credentials? So I started researching, kept doing more research, and then it kind of started off when 2019 when the Iverson Classic came up. Iverson was having his little high school game. So we reached out. We, you know what I'm saying, like we said, we got Sean as like our PR person. So he typed up a whole paper and everything, professional and everything, and let them know everything we did as far as like recording athletes through the city and everything. Sent it to them, and they, you know what I'm saying, presented us with the credentials. So that was like really the first key win for real. And you know what I'm saying, we met like AI, Steven Jackson, Jada Kiss.
Oh, so y'all met? I ain't never met AI, man.
Yeah, we ain't like official. It wasn't official. We ain't official. But we was
he
right
said
there.
What up though?
Yeah, he said what up. You know, but they was swarming them. But we for sure met Jada Kiss, like JR, all them for real. Everybody
Steven
swarming
Jackson
y'all,
for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't no me and AI out there.
You know what I'm saying?
What was the big three like? Like the media, I saw Sean talking to Gary Payton. I know that shit had to be like a dream.
Yeah, that was dope for sure. Rashard Lewis and Quentin Richardson was real cool. Like they act like they knew us, like we was little bros for real. Yeah. But yeah, that was dope for sure.
We kind of reached out to them kind of the same way, and you know, as us just being young black men, you know what I'm saying, they was kind of looking at us sideways because we come in there, you know, 5 deep, because we really got a team. Like I said, we got cameras and everything. We got a full team. So when we walked in, they just was looking like, oh, all of y'all coming in for Mike and Drew Sports. So we like, yeah.
Right.
So
dreads, Timberlands, tapers.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's giving it a different type of look. You know what I'm saying? But we, you know what I'm saying, we educated as well. We know what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Like when we got in there, we asked, you know what I'm saying, the right questions, and you know what I'm saying, we know how to handle ourselves. You know.
Okay.
So,
and so, like, do y'all have any things on the horizon coming up that y'all got, like, plugged in terms of, like, marketing or promo? Or anything y'all been working on in particular?
Really just our app, for real. We trying to really get that up and running all the way. Like, it's up and running, but we still got, like, I know it's more we got to do, like, coding and all that different type of stuff. But right now, you could really download it and, you know what I'm saying, get your main information, like on iTunes,
I got
Google
it for
Play.
sure. Y'all be coming faster than the ESPN.
We had
Get rid of it.
that out too. Like how was they getting information? I'm like, how's they figuring out who getting traded and how's they able to get it out? So then we got hip to it, like on the Twitter and stuff. We like, okay,
so
this
walk me through, like, how do y'all go about and getting, like, information? Like, do y'all
it's hard. I ain't gonna lie, it's hard. Shit? It's hard to stay up to date with all the information. Like that's probably one of the toughest parts of Mike and Drew Sports. No cap.
So how do y'all do it? Like,
I mean,
y'all just
it's
research
just,
on your own?
We just go by.
We really get notifications to the phone, like through the Twitter. So we follow all the main media, sports people, like everybody who break.
But you got to
news.
follow some low key ones too, because sometimes they the ones that get it before, like Woj and like ESPN. The low key ones, like
Sham.
I think basketball news. They might get a trade rumor or a trade confirmation before Woj even get it. So
yeah, we really just see that, and then after that we just upload it, you know what I'm saying, to the app. We really do, you know what I'm saying, everything on our own for real.
Yeah. I was just about to ask, like, is that process automated, or is it a way to get that process to be automated, or it requires just a person?
Yeah, somebody would have to do it.
Yeah.
You can't really automate it's basically like a copy and paste system. You can't really automate that.
Okay.
Well, not that I know of. Somebody can, you can come tell us for sure.
Right.
But somebody would have to do it, and then it's a 24/7 thing because you know sports don't sleep.
Right.
So it's like,
Okay.
there's stuff going on all night.
Yeah, literally, as soon as you wake up, I'm like, dang, he done been traded, he done been traded, he done been drafted, he been drafted. It's like, it'd be a lot. That's why we really trying to, you know what I'm saying, expand the team and, you know what I'm saying, trying to get, like, young people coming up who want to do, like, create content or whatever they want to do. They could bring our business. It ain't like they working for us. It's like we can work together. We need y'all as much as, you know what I'm saying, y'all need us.
So what's
thing.
like the end goal for y'all? Like, do y'all want to expand the team? Like, what is the final picture look like
for me? And I feel like for us, really, it's like to be one of the biggest sports networks out there, like especially digitally, like through your phone, through your iPad, through your tablet, for sure digitally, but to be one of the biggest sports networks out there. Like we got a lot of shows, we do a lot of content, we got a lot of good ideas, so I feel like we for sure got the potential to do it.
Yeah, most definitely. Like I said, we just got to expand and, you know what I'm saying, continue to get our name out there. And, you know what I'm saying, once we get everything going and people continue to see who we is, you know what I'm saying, respect the brand and everything we doing, we able to get more people and open up a building and, hey, get it going from there for real.
Yeah, no, y'all boys be working, man. I be seeing y'all every day, like in terms of the posting of the content. Like y'all mentioned, y'all be with like the kids, like basketball and stuff like that. Kind of walk me through like y'all vision for that. But from what I see on the outside looking in, it seemed like y'all provide video footage for younger athletes who may not have like resources to that, which is key. Cause I remember growing up, like I don't have pictures or video, and it's like, dang, I wish I could, you know what I'm saying, go back on those times. So kind of walk me through how y'all go about reaching out to them and then promoting them.
I feel like the kids are the future. You know what I'm saying? They the future foundation. If you don't touch the kids, you ain't really helping the future. So that's where I'm at with it in terms of just helping the kids. As far as like that, just specific programs in basketball, we would like to start a league with the kids. Hopefully, expand like our own kids league, exactly like what you said, for kids who don't necessarily have that outlet where they can get just noticed playing basketball, and get them like a lane where they can get their highlights, maybe get their highlights to a high school coach, college coach, and take them somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't even just got to be hooping. They could come record videos with us.
That's the same thing. We
Right,
trying to have them like interview. They could be interviewing, you know what I'm saying, other kids, because it's like nobody ever taught us that, you know what I'm saying, you ain't just got to be a hooper, you know what I'm saying. You could be the person that's interviewing them. You could be the broadcaster. You could be the coach or something like that. It was always just hoop. It wasn't like, if I would have knew what I knew now, I would have went to school and, you know what I'm saying, did this, you know what I'm saying. But I really was up there just kind of just figuring out, finding my way. And I'm like, oh, I want to do this. And now school didn't even matter. So I feel like I just kind of went to school, not to say for nothing, but it was like, as far as classes wise.
Yeah, I think that happened a lot. I feel like a lot of us, we go to school just because that's what we've been. Like, it's just the next step that makes sense. But a lot of people go in the fields and then they get into their own careers, and it's like, I don't really want to do this. You know what I'm saying? That's when I think you find your passion. So, I mean, it sounds like y'all definitely have found y'all passion right now, which is sports. The reaching out to the kids is for sure big. Like, I would for sure recommend keeping that up. Is there any kids in particular who y'all know, like this, they going to be cold when they get older? Like, any names y'all got? Or?
Malik Olafoye. I would have to say Malik. He gonna be cold. He go to E-Course. Okay. He probably the main kid we work with primarily in terms of doing the highlights. In terms of single highlights, we do him the most. And he gonna be cold. I feel like he gonna be like a real cold scorer in the NBA. I don't want to put too much pressure on him, so I ain't gonna say
a lot of pressure.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say. You know what I'm saying? What I think he could be, but for sure, I feel like he can be good. And I think he can go.
Yeah, but it's like it's literally like so many. It's like so many.
Peyton
kids.
Kemp is another kid. I know he going to the NBA. Right. You know what I'm saying? Barring injury.
Yeah, he only like 12 or something.
He going to. Yeah,
bro, he cold like for real. It's like a lot of upcoming kids.
He probably the coldest kid I ever seen hoop at that age.
Really? Where do y'all like, how do y'all go about reaching out to them? Like, do y'all just go to the schools and be like, hey, I work for
it kind of started with his uncle, you know what I'm saying, our uncle, that's what I call him now, Chuck, our Uncle Chuck, you know what I'm saying. He hooped at Michigan and stuff, so his son Chuck Bailey, he cold too.
Yeah, he cold too, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying, we reached out to him because he got his own basketball camp, so he kind of brought us in the game as far as with the other athletes and stuff. So he like, yeah, y'all come out to my camps, you know what I'm saying, get y'all names out there, pass out y'all flyers, tell the parents y'all doing highlight tapes and stuff. So after that, kids, you know what I'm saying, once one kid get a highlight tape or get an interview, then the next kid wanted, then the next kid wanted. So it kind of kept going like that, and you know, that's when we was like, yeah, we doing it now, so we here.
Do y'all charge them for like the mixtapes or
yeah, most of the time, for real.
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes we might slide out, but no, we charge.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like, how do y'all monetize what y'all doing? Like, you mentioned the in terms of getting the news, it's more so a copy and paste system. Like, how do you monetize and make money off of what y'all doing?
In terms of like the highlights, we just charge for the highlights. We go somewhere, not like the big three, like somewhere smaller that you know they want us. The demand for us is kind of high. We'll charge them on that end. As far as like the app and Twitter and like our podcast, we get advertising dollars on occasions. It's not, you know, a high amount yet, but we have gotten advertising dollars, and it has been consistent pre-COVID. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. After that, it's like the advertising dollars is dried up for real.
But I'm gonna just say a real story. Like when we first started off, so when we first started, like 2015, so probably like 2017, when we was doing our show, you know, with our page was growing, my bookie had reached out to us. So that's
that
like
was early. I feel like that was the first time we had like, or a lot of people had heard of my bookie.
Yeah, it was like around that time.
What is
it? It's like a sports book company. Basically, you can bet with them, and they just do a bunch of different stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So they had reached out to us. We had signed up through this site called like Advertise Cast, and they basically help promote your stuff, or they give you a platform and people can go see like, okay, they got this many listeners. All right, let me go ahead and hit them up for promo. So they hit us up like, yeah, we want to pay y'all. I can't remember how much it was, but it was like close to like $300-400 per.
$15 million. I gotta cut it for them.
7 for me, 7 for you, and you. But yeah, they had hit us up like, they wanted to pay us to do the show. So we like, all right. So every show they was like, yeah, we want y'all to say this. We want y'all to. They gave us the whole list and everything, but us starting off, we didn't really take it serious, you know what I'm saying? So they was actually checking.
Yeah, we almost didn't believe them. Like.
Yeah, but so they gave us the money. They brought the money into the account. So I'm like, oh, bro, we didn't really got paid for this for real. So once they did that, we was like, all right, we got to try to take it serious. So we tried it a couple times, then we'd forget. Then they end up hitting us up like, hey, bro, y'all ain't doing what y'all supposed to be doing. Yeah. Hey, with the whole promotion thing is done. They sent us like the last couple payments, and then that was the last we heard from them. But it was a learning experience for real though, man. It taught us
some more after that.
Little other different stuff. Like people hit us up in email all the time, like asking us to do this or come here or promote this and stuff. So
yeah, I was gonna ask y'all like, who are y'all currently sponsored by or like working to get sponsored by?
Working to get sponsored by was a good question, but no, we're not sponsored by nobody. Like I said, pre-COVID, we had an Icer.
Icer brand. They was like
sending us clothes and stuff like that. We had somebody else too before the COVID. It was one more other brand or something.
Yeah, it was a few of them, but Icer for sure. They was sending us clothes and stuff too. But you know what I'm saying, we kind of, you know what I'm saying, was sort of kind of lazy on that, you know what I'm saying, but it still was just like we still learning everything. Like it's just crazy for us to how we started, and people, you know what I'm saying, really to reach out on some stuff for real and really take it serious. That's when it's like we really gotta, you know what I'm saying, that's what I'm kind of really working on, like getting everything more professional and trying to keep everything consistent for real.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, y'all got a lot of like athletes that be like reposting your stuff. Like I be seeing like D-Wade be reposting stuff. Like what do that feel like? I know it feel like a dream. I mean,
it's reassuring. It's just reassuring.
Yeah, for real though, that whatever we posting, the type of content that is being saw, and you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, just showing love. It just was like, when first time we saw it, I'm like, D-Wade on her? Like, you know what I'm saying? Then a couple times somebody hit me up like, hey, Chance the Rapper just posted y'all video. I'm like, I'll go check and see, and it just be different stuff like that. It's like, it's crazy just to, you know what I'm saying, get that, you know what I'm saying, that acknowledgement, or we done DM'd a couple people, like, you know what I'm saying, chopped it up and just different stuff like that, for real.
Mm-hmm. And then in terms of like the content that y'all post, like I be saying, like the flashback or throwback videos, like who comes up with that? Is it something that y'all just like, on this day this happened, or like what does that process look like?
Well, yeah, for real, really, you know, I'll be on it for real, you know what I'm saying, or Drew will give me or send me something and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, post this or something, but you know what I'm saying, I wake up with it every day, like, hey, what's this, what's that, you know what I'm saying, because I seen how it was growing and everything, so I wake up and do my own research and be like, on this day this happened, I go through 30 different years on this day on different sports and figure it out, or type it in on YouTube.
Like it start when you
stuff.
wake up, for real.
Yeah, like early in the morning, like when it's for real, when I was working out at the airport, I was getting up early. I'd be up 5 a.m. and I'm just like, I don't got nothing else to do, so I got all these videos, I got my computer with me, I'm like, I might as well get to work. And then, you know what I'm saying, as I seen like the more content we put out, the more stuff people was reacting with our page and stuff, so I'm like, I might as well stay on top of it.
Yeah, and so like you mentioned earlier, like you don't want to work or whatever. So like, do y'all have like regular jobs, or is this something that y'all want to focus on, or y'all have been focusing on like 100%?
Yeah, we've been focused on it for sure a lot, but yeah, I don't work. Yeah, he don't work.
Yeah, since the COVID for real went down, it's just been like it's been done for real for me. And then after I just saw how what we can do, I'm like, it just gave me a sense like, bro, what would happen if I, you know what I'm saying, I couldn't
really,
work
though,
no more. Like,
really, my job kicked me out.
Yeah,
so twice for real.
Yeah, so it was just at that point we don't got nothing else to do. I might as well put my all. I never sat down and really tried to put my all into it. Everything we was doing was kind of like, all right, I'm about to do this, then I gotta go to work, or I'm at work, then I gotta run off and do this. Oh, he at work, he can't make it. Oh, he at work, he can't make it. So it was just like we all never was really sat down and really put 100% in. But
yeah, man, that's a challenge I be going through right now, bro. Like I be having all these good ideas and like I want to do this, I want to do this, but then like my job, it withholds me from doing those things, because like when I get home, I'm drained, I'm tired, and I don't have the time and energy to really invest in the stuff that I want to do. But it seemed like y'all at that point where y'all, you know what I'm saying, like y'all like, no, man, I'm gonna put 100% in. So that's where I want to get to, man. But for sure, like your job is gonna hold you from reaching your dreams.
There's no way around it.
Yeah, that's what I realized. I'm just like, man, because we 5 years in, it's like we still got so much more to do, but it's like if we would have quit on year 3, it was like we wouldn't have seen everything we done did today if we would have just gave up. So I'm just like, I know every year is something new gonna happen. Like even with COVID happening this year,
this probably was the best year.
Yeah, stuff would happen with Royce and just different. There's so many opportunities presented itself this year. It was just like, it was just crazy, but we couldn't execute on it because of the COVID situation.
Mm-hmm. And then, speaking of like new opportunities, let's talk about like the sports betting thing. I be seeing y'all also posting that a lot, and that's been something that I feel like in Michigan just really started getting, you know what I'm saying, going this year. I've been seeing a lot of people doing, you know what I'm saying, the parlays and whatever that is, you know what I'm saying. So I was hoping if y'all could kind of, you know what I'm saying, give everybody the juice or the sauce Bible, if you will, on the sports betting piece.
I was gonna mention that earlier. That is another way we monetize Mike and Drew Sports, because it's just not as hard as you think, and it don't take as much money as you think. If you know what I'm saying, got the right hunch or call the right bet or just know what's going on or bet the right odd, you could come up off like, honestly, between $10 to $30. My lane, dog be coming
$30?
up. No, that's not what. That's how much I bet.
He be playing. He be playing petty.
You come up hundreds of dollars.
Penny slot.
My dog come up thousands.
Yeah, he be playing.
Yeah, I come up
petty
like
money, man.
I come up hundreds. You know, like 200, 300, 400.
I put in
he cracks it.
100, 200, and
Yeah,
come
he
up
put in
700.
I put up like 250 on the Garcia fight the last night. I know you probably sick with you,
man, for real though. But hey, that's why I was just like, hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get it right back, long as you know what I'm saying, you make the right bets for real. But yeah, that's just another way to make money. Just pick the teams that you kind of know that's gonna win, and then kind of throw in a underdog a little bit. And
so for people who have no clue of what sports betting is about, or you know what I'm saying, want to get involved, like, I guess what, like, tips can you give them? Like, give me, like, some just 101 of, like, what is sports betting and how do you go about placing a bet? Walk us through a couple of the methods and pieces. Like
my first tip would be try to catch, like, a upset or an underdog. Like, anytime you think that's going to happen and you sure of it, you bet on that. That would be my first tip, because betting on the favorite don't really win you a lot unless you starting with a lot.
Got you.
It could say, for instance, be a game where, like, maybe LeBron sitting out this game and his knee is messed up, but the Lakers are still favored to win, but maybe they going against somebody like the Sun or the Thunder who gonna give them a good run. So they might have it a crazy underdog, like the Suns not gonna have no chance, but people don't take into account that LeBron not playing. So the Thunder
the odds go down though, like when they know like LeBron ain't playing.
But if you catch it at the right time, it don't yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's another thing about having the notifications. You know what I'm saying? We know before everybody, so if we know LeBron going down, we'll go to the casino and bet. You know what I'm saying? On
so the odds will be the same at that point in time.
At that point in time, it don't change until probably like
and right before the game,
hours,
like when they know like for sure that he's about to be out. Like once they say he's out, odds instantly, you know what I'm saying, gonna change. You know what I'm saying?
But
so it's best to jump in.
You got like back spasms, and you know he might for real. You know he might miss the game. That's when you
like
bet.
The game tonight. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could bet literally on any single thing you think on, from the points to the quarter. If you know LeBron is going to get 20 points today, you could put $1,000 on it and then get 1,000 back. But you know what I'm saying? It's kind of a risk, but it's like, how often is LeBron not gonna get 20 points tonight? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, so, I mean that sounds like a business. Somebody probably like literally just do sports betting all
a lot of
yeah, literally. I have like literally probably for the last 2 to 3 months. Like
I've been seeing your. I be like, bro, I want to get involved, but this nigga's putting up too much money right now.
Like I said, he spend too much money. You would catch me $20, $30 bet, and I win like $200, $250. Like I probably done won probably a few bands for sure since like the quarantine.
For real,
at least.
Yeah, so you do this shit full time, so.
Yeah, I be thinking like, bro, am I low key an addict for this shit? But it be like, bro, I watch sports so much that it's like, I be like, bro, I know who gonna win today. I just be on it, and then once I win money in it, I see or it's back on there. I'm like, all right, let me just go ahead and make a couple bets again and just keep doing it and just going back and forth, because it's like it's really fun to me. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when you watching it. Yeah, when you watching it,
really give you a rush. You be like, all right, I could possibly win $20,000. Like, I'm gonna tell you about that. Like, I had a 13-team parlay, and everything hit. So everything hit, literally everything. So, and then it came down to the Tom Brady and Drew Brees, the Bucks and the Saints. They had to get over 51 points, bro. They combined, both teams had to add up to 51 points.
And this messed up a lot of money this week. A lot of money.
Literally everybody. So they end up getting blown out like 38-3. So they got 41 points total. Like the Saints had 38. The Tampa Bay had 3 points. So that's 41. All I needed was 51 points. So if Tom Brady would have threw 2 touchdowns, it'd have been 20,000.
I thought it was gold. I thought it was gold.
That's why I bet that, because I was like, it's gonna be a lot of points, because once they throw a lot of touchdowns and they got high power offenses, you like, okay, I know it's gonna be a lot of points. So I literally was like stung off that. Like,
yeah, I was stung. I was stung for him,
because we literally like watching every game. Like, okay, dang, that's correct. Oh, that's correct. So once it started getting down to the last team, blew my head off. I was
blew my head off.
You like have to wager for that.
I only put up like $60, bro, on that bet.
Could have won 20 racks.
20 racks, bro. Literally,
don't take a look. See me, I would have put $15 on that. I would have put $15 on that bet.
But one day,
about $800.
But one day I went in and I was like, I spent probably like $200, and then when I was about to walk out, I was like, I got a feeling that these teams gonna win. So I went back, put 50 on it, went back, won $3,500. Literally off for $50. Like that same day, hit the same kind of thing.
I think I hit a bit. I think that was the night we went out. Yeah. And I bet the ticket he bet on. I think I won like 200, 300.
I start giving him. I'm like, man, whatever you bet here.
Man,
I'm like,
listen, I put $10 on the ticket he put on. We went out Come to find out, I'm drunk. Come to find out, I won $200, $300.
We literally, I'm like,
Literally
we
the
in the
money
middle
I
of
spent.
being views. I'm
Yeah,
like,
we
I'm
had
with
views.
you watching the game. No, I ain't winning 3,000 that night. That was like 700.
Okay.
I was literally watching. I don't even know baseball, but
Yeah.
I bet on a baseball game. I bet on like 3 teams, football, couple baseball games. Looking up at the thing, I seen they got over 10 home runs. I'm like, hey, let's go. He drunk. I ain't even know he had a ticket. He like, bro, why you ain't tell me to bet more on it? I'm like, bro, I'm in hey, you do your own thing, bro. Like, you spend what you want to spend. I'm in here trying to come up for real, so I'll put 50 on whatever, like 100. Like, I'm really ready to take that risk in order.
No cap.
I'm a real gambler for real,
No
man.
cap.
For real.
You know, you the luckiest person I ever seen.
with the betting.
Before the sports bet.
Yeah, we casino. We would
Yeah,
go.
we been on
play
that
roulette.
FanDuel.
Yeah,
FanDuel. We was
I
doing
done-
that heavy before we got into
sure.
the sports bet. We was doing FanDuel heavy.
Yeah, I hit on FanDuel a couple times. We go to
Yeah.
casino.
It's the same
roulette.
thing with FanDuel. He cracking the FanDuel for bands. I'm hitting it for like hundreds. Cause I just don't be putting in all the cheese. You know what I'm
for real.
saying?
He be very playing. I'm like, bro, I know you.
Cause
got the
I be
cheese
hitting.
to
I be
do it,
hitting for
but-
sure. We won a lot of money in the playoffs. The quarantine playoffs.
Yeah, man. I'm a tap in with the basketball, bro. Like
Yeah.
football.
I feel like that's where you
because
should
I
get
want to be
started.
able to watch it. Like my schedule don't be working out to actually catch the games.
Like a good bet right now. Like, but another thing I'm gonna say, like, if a bet is coming, like a championship bet that's coming like months from now, if you catch them early.
So you
They'll
can bet
pay.
on games that haven't happened yet.
Yeah, like you can bet in the
I already
future
bet on the
already
Lakers.
right now. You can already
win
bet
and
on the
shit?
Lakers.
Yep,
too.
already
So
bet.
like, what would the odds be like? Like,
They-
give me an example of.
Right now, I think they playing like they like minus 460 or something like that. So you put in 10, you getting like $46. But
Got you.
I did it last year too.
Mm-hmm.
I think the odds was paying like 3-1. So I put in like 30 and I won like 140 because I just did it randomly when the casinos was closed at Firekeepers. But yeah, you can bet on
Damn.
championship
Yeah, bet
games.
on
You
the
could parlay
division.
championships.
Yeah, you could bet on like different. Like I just seen somebody bet $10 on like the Dodgers to win, the hockey players
Yep,
to
the
win,
hockey
and
championship,
then
the
basketball,
football championship.
everything.
I know that championship
won
gotta
about
pay out.
30K.
I was about to say they gotta pay
Yeah,
out way.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you know
The-
they don't know who even in the playoffs yet.
Right,
so.
right.
So once they
Damn.
get all 3 of them right, 30 racks.
I got money
Easy.
on the Chiefs right now. I got a good bet on the Chiefs. I did this
About
before the
five-
season
about
started.
$5.
Yep.
See,
Yep.
that sound like that for real. But for real, bro. That's why I said you could really put amount of money.
I got a good bet on the.
You could really put in as much bread as you want. People play with money all the time, like going out to turn up. If you just really sit down and really chop up about $15, $20 or have it on some Drew stuff, or you could play up to 100,
But
200.
it pay, and you do
Yeah.
it on the daily. You
And
know
if
what
you
I'm saying?
really flip it on the team, a couple teams you know that's gonna win every day, like the Clippers, Chiefs, Lakers, all those teams, you do that every day. You gonna slow grind it. You gonna get your
you
money
gonna get
back.
money.
But you know what I'm saying? The thing with me, I like to, take the risk and bet on some underdogs sometimes, and I mess around and lose 3 straight days and be sick like
So
dog.
like, all right, you talked about you majored in accounting, right? So what do you do with your? Do you continue to just invest in the games until you lose out completely, or do you like stack some off to the side? Like, what is your process?
Yeah, really that, and then maybe buy put a little bit in a stock or something. Somebody might say something about some stock. I'll be like, well, throw something on here, or buy a camera once I come up, or
Shoes.
buy some
See, you
shoes.
got the J's.
Yeah, right. Yeah, buy some shoes, reflip the shoes. Everything I'm trying to do now is really just about reinvesting and reflipping, because everything could be sold. Literally, like whatever you get, somebody want to buy. You know what I'm saying? As long as you keep it new and brand new, is really a market for whatever you get your hands on, for real.
Yeah, y'all. I mean, y'all boys is hustlers, man. Like I be seeing, y'all working. Y'all got the OnlyFans page with the betting. What is, you know what I'm saying? What does that look like? Cause I'm like, are they charging? Nah, I'm good. But at least for people willing to pay, what does that look like? Are y'all giving them like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, this the odds, this the breakdown. Are they copying y'all bets?
Yeah, basically that's what it
copying our
is,
bets.
copying our bets, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, everything is a risk, so it's not you
there's
don't
no
go
guarantee.
don't go in there expecting
guarantee.
to just straight up win, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, we don't really know. We just giving you what we know and how we, you know what I'm saying, how we bet.
And another tip I want to say is, like you said, you can pick like 3 teams or 4 teams you know gonna win, and just throw a hunch in there. You got, like he said, the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Lakers. If all them play in like a 2-day span, you could bet them 3 teams, then just throw another team in or another bet And that's a 14 parlay. You know the other 3 gonna pop. That one pop, that's the underdog.
You put about 100 on that, you gonna probably win about 500.
Yeah, I bet March Madness probably be hyped. Like,
I ain't
seen.
I've been betting on college.
Like,
I've been betting on college, and it's been crazy. Who I think gonna win don't even win for real. It's like
we ain't even had it. This is gonna be my first time betting in terms of like an NCAA tournament. So I can't even wait to do that. You know, for
we
real.
gonna get a good $10 on that.
Right, for real. That's all. Like, man, I'm really putting everything I got into it, because I'm like, all it takes is that one big hit. You know what I'm saying? Real. Sit up there and study. If I could sit up here and study that for a week straight and figure out what's gonna happen, and it really happen, win $30,000. You know what I'm saying? You good?
Yeah, man. All I need to do is see it hit one good time, bro, and I'm good.
That's it. Once I seen, like, from the start, like when they was going, because I couldn't go because I lost my ID. They in there betting and everything. I'm like, bro, they winning this. I'm like, I already know. Once I get in there, I'm ready to get in. Like,
triple me. I'm showing him tickets.
He right. I'm like, oh yeah,
smash me.
As soon as I come in there, I'm going right in.
Every day, for real. Like every other day, you making cheese for real.
Easily.
Well, cool, man. Hey, look, I gotta we're gonna do a little trivia, and then we're gonna wrap it up. All right.
For sure.
All right, babe. We're gonna see how much y'all know sports. I got like good 4 questions I found. So let's jump into it. All right, so which team won the first Super Bowl in 1967,
that's a hard
defeating the Kansas City Chiefs?
The Green Bay Packers.
That's what I was going to say, too.
Okay, both of y'all said the Packers?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Good job, fellas. All right, next. What is the only team in the NFL to neither host nor play in a Super Bowl?
The Lions.
What you think?
Nope. My bad.
No, you already waited.
I don't know. That's a tough one.
I love
the Washington Redskins.
The Redskins. Okay, I was gonna say the Lions.
I mean, the Washington football team. My fault.
The answer is actually the Cleveland Browns.
That's good. I thought about the Bears, but I knew they won.
Same thing.
Yes, I know. Basically. All right.
We had that Super Bowl that one time.
I remember being down at Campus Martians when that went on.
All right. Next one is which team won the NBA championship in 1999? Ending a decade of dominance by the Chicago Bulls.
I already know that's Spurs.
Okay, that was a little simple. My bad. All right, and then who is the first high school player to go straight to the league and get drafted first overall?
The first?
Yeah.
First overall to get drafted. Is it? I want to say LeBron for real.
No, it ain't LeBron.
It gotta be LeBron.
KG came before LeBron.
03, I think.
And Jermaine O'Neal.
It's either
the first
KG. It's T-Mac. It gotta be KG or T-Mac or one of them, bro.
Kobe.
No, Kobe was 13. Drafted 13.
Oh, he drafted. You said first pick.
The first. Hold on. What the? All right. So, who was the first player to go straight to the league and get drafted first overall? Yes.
Oh, okay.
First
oh, yeah, it might be LeBron. No. I'm gonna go Tyson.
LeBron.
LeBron. I'm going with LeBron.
LeBron. All right. Drew going with Brian. What you going with, Mike?
I'm going with T-Mac.
T-Mac. Both of y'all are wrong. This blew my mind too when I was looking at Kwame Brown.
What?
Kwame Brown.
What year was he drafted?
Let me see. I'm gonna actually look that one up. Oh, 2001. Wow. Kwame Brown, bro.
Yeah,
I should have got that one. I should have got that.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking him.
Yeah,
so
bust.
I should have got that.
Yeah, for real though.
And then the last one. So we gonna do your all-time starting 5, each position. Walk me through who you rolling with.
I got Dame at the 1.
Oh,
all time.
Surprised me with that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Got Dame at the 1. Or you just saying my favorite, or who you think the best?
All time, not counting who playing today, like old throwback teams. Who you going with at each position?
Oh, my personal. Hey, I'm going with Dame at the 1 for sure. Kobe at the 2. Brian at the 3. I'm gonna go probably Shaq at the 5, and then at the 4, give me Dirk. No, KD. Give me KD.
That's a good one.
Okay.
So, PG, I'm going Steph. Then I'm going Kobe. Then I gotta go Bron. Then I'm going I was thinking about Tim Duncan and KG before you said Durant, but it's like I can't put them over Durant. But just for the sake though, I'm gonna go KG. Then at the 5, I'm going Shaq too. I cannot go Shaq.
I'm gonna go Magic at the 1 on some throwback. I'm gonna go Magic, Kobe at the 2, Bron at the 3, KD at the 4. And then I gotta go Kareem at the 5.
That might be the first one I ever heard
Kareem,
3
bro.
starting lineups without Jordan.
For real? Oh, yeah,
That might be the first time.
I'm sick. I threw Denny.
That might be the first time.
I wouldn't
bro.
even think about it.
Hey.
I think of Dame and don't think of Jordan.
You messed me up with Dame,
Hey,
bro. Like you threw Dame in all time. I mean that's
I rock with Dame though. Dame gonna be. He might not win no rings, but I rock with Dame for real.
That's loyalty.
well, good man. Hey, look, once again, appreciate y'all boys popping in on me. Go ahead and get everybody, you know what I'm saying, like y'all tags, y'all social media, y'all OnlyFans page, make a little cheese on the side. Get everybody y'all credentials before we wrap it up.
You can follow us on Twitter, Mike and Drew Show, Instagram, Mike and Drew Sports. Download our app on search Mike and Drew Sports on iTunes, Google Play. What you want to do, Drew?
Cash and Bets on IG, Mike and Drew Sports on YouTube. Subscribe. You will catch the Cash and Bets OnlyFans in the IG's bio, the Cash and Bets bio. And shout out my family, shout out my moms. J Bell Productions, Sean B Speaks.
Nigga, if you don't get
the whole 9.
Yeah, everybody.
The whole city.
Bet it's a wrap. Hey, appreciate y'all. Tune in next time. We out.
For sure.